How did your trigger respond to your mental health diagnosis?
Your mother, my trigger. So she kind of took it nonchalantly, almost as if it wasn't a real diagnosis. She still looks at it as it's something that can be cured. Because when I talked to her about being put on medication, she was like, oh, so that means if they find the right medication, then, all your symptoms will disappear and you can pretty much go back to being the way you were before. And I was just like, that's not how this works. And she's always been the type of person to throw in like those comments about, I wish you could just be normal, I wish you didn't act this way kind of thing, even from, early 20s ages when, all of this stuff was still a major part. She would still find some way of saying, like, I wish you were normal, and I wish things could go back to the way they were. I wish you could just not be depressed, as if it's just like this switch that can be flipped. And just because you tell me not to be depressed, I'm just switch flipped. I'm not depressed anymore. I don't have bipolar anymore. I don't have BPD anymore because that's what you want. So even now, she says that she is more understanding of it, but I can still tell by the way that she responds on my bad days that she doesn't really understand the complexities of it, and it's because she claims to have never dealt with anything. My trigger, your mother, says that, or has always behaved as if she was perfect, which made it harder for the discussions around mental illness to be talked about in general. And it still is a very touch and go subject to talk to her about, because you can see where she checks out of the conversation. And as somebody who pays attention to body language and patterns and things like that, it's very easy to see when she's checked out of the conversation. So I say she handled my diagnosis pretty well, because I don't think she believes like there's really an issue. Like I said, she believes that everything can be cured with medication, and then I think she believes that one day I'm just gonna wake up and not have these issues anymore. So I hope that answers your question. And my question to you is, how was DID described to you when you were diagnosed?